What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. My name is Devin. I hope that you will stick around and subscribe. And if you're not new, as always, welcome back. You know I love you. So today's video is going to be a fun one. We are going to be talking about the e.l.f. and Chipotle collaboration. So unfortunately, I don't have the whole collection here. When I ordered this on launch day, I only got there in time to be able to get the palette and the lip gloss. And actually, I was part of the e.l.f. like beauty squad or whatever. So I was able to order this a day early. And even on the day before the official launch, I couldn't get the little avocado sponge or the little makeup bag. So I'm a little sad about that. I haven't seen a restock or anything like that, but we are going to talk about the Chipotle eyeshadow palette to create this look that I'm wearing on my eyes right now. And we also test out this little lip gloss guy right here. So if all of that sounds interesting to you, as always, sit back, relax, grab yourself a drink. I'm drinking a gigantic bottle of water today. This is a half gallon, getting in my gallon of water a day. And without further ado, let's get right into the video. So I have already done my brows and primed my eyelids. So we are going to dive straight into the palette. So we've got a nice mirror up top here, and then we have the palette. So obviously it's laid out exactly like the Chipotle setup when you go to the restaurant, which I think is super cute. And then it does have this plastic covering here, and this is what the shade names are written on. I would prefer the shade names to be written on the actual palette, but I'm just gonna peel this off and I'm gonna keep it here so that I can kind of reference the names throughout the video, because it's kind of fun. They're all named after Chipotle, like food that you can get at Chipotle in your burrito or in your bowl. So I do at least want to do the names for this video, and then I'll probably throw that out. So truthfully, I'm not like 1,000% sure what I want to do with this today, but I'm thinking I'm feeling something with these like red shades and maybe the gold, and then mix in some neutrals. Let's go with that because that's what's in my brain. So we'll start there. Okay, so I'm gonna start off right down here. This is the shade Hot Salsa, and I'm gonna work into the crease with that. So this is a Morphe M441, and I'm just gonna start off lightly buffing this into the crease to see where we're at, because obviously I'm not entirely sure how pigmented these are going to be. I actually can't remember the last time that I used eyeshadows from e.l.f. Like, I love e.l.f. and I use a lot of their products, but I can't remember the last time that I used a palette from them. Okay, so yeah, just that one little dip gave me the intensity that I wanted without it being too much. So I like that. It blended out really smoothly. I didn't need to dip back in, and I feel like we've got a nice little blend going. Like, we've got a good start to the look here. So, all right, so I'm gonna stick on that same color for just a minute. I'm just gonna switch brushes to something that's gonna be able to let me concentrate it in the outer corner here, and then I'm gonna just spend some time packing this on into the outer corner as well. My plan here is that I'm gonna put the red shimmer on top. So honestly, I might just, yeah, you know what? On second thought, I think I'm just gonna kind of dab this all over the lid. My intention here again is just I wanna put that red shimmer on top. So I'm just trying to provide a base for the shimmer so that this red color pops a little bit more. And again, guys, like, I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of going with the flow right now and doing whatever I feel like just doing whatever comes to mind. So I have no idea what this is gonna look like when it's done, but hopefully it'll look somewhat cohesive. All right, and then I'm just gonna pick up that first blending brush that we were using, no extra product, and just blend in the crease a little bit more. So now for the shimmer, I'm going to go into this shade right here, which is called Mild Salsa, which is what I personally always get at Chipotle. So I'm gonna test this out with my finger first. I'm just going to dab it all over the lid. I might need a brush to kind of be more precise with this on the rest of the lid to blend it out, especially with my nails. But I mean, that's gorgeous without wetting it, without any like extra primer or glitter glue or anything like that. That's going down beautifully over top of that matte shade. Okay, I do feel like I need just like a little bit more precision with it though. So I'm just gonna grab a flat brush and I'm going to go into that same mild salsa shade with that. And I'm gonna continue packing this all over the lid. And I'm actually gonna leave a little bit of room right here in the very inner corner because I wanna put some gold in there after we're done with the red. So I'm just gonna leave a tiny little bit of space right here. All right, moving right along, I'm gonna take Corn Salsa, which is this gold shade right here. And as I was just saying, I am going to pop this right here in the inner corner. So I'm putting it just a little bit right here on the very inner corner of the lid. And then I'm also gonna bring it down into like the actual inner corner, like the tear duct area of my eye as well. So just use a smaller brush for this and work on just packing it on and blending it in as you see fit. And whenever I'm blending two shimmers together like this and I wanna like kind of fade them into each other, I like to just work back and forth on the two brushes that I was using the two different colors on and just kind of layer them. And I feel like this allows them to just kind of like mix together on my eyelid and almost ombre into each other, as opposed to there being more of like a stark line between the two. You kind of want it to fade. So just gonna spend a little time working between those. If you're not as much of a perfectionist as me, you don't have to spend as much time doing this as I am right now, but I just really like a nice seamless blend. Yeah, but it looks pretty. I really like that. It looks kind of fiery almost. I really love the combination of those two shimmers like in that little spot right there. Okay, so next I'm feeling like I want just a little bit more brightness in that inner corner, and then we also need a little bit of a brow bone highlight as well. So I'm gonna go into the shade White Rice, and I am going to pop that right here on the very inner corner over top of that yellow, just to give it, oh wow, that's actually a lot more intense than I thought it was going to be. It doesn't look that intense in the pan. So I'm going to have to do that layering technique that I was just talking about, this time with the yellow. So with Corn Salsa and White Rice, I just think that gives it a little bit more of a pop. I was expecting, this does not look that bright in the pan, does it? But it shows up really, really bright when you actually apply it. So I'm not upset about that. I just wasn't expecting it. And then I'm gonna take just a little bit of that shade right up here under the brow bone, just for a little extra highlight, even though it's highlighting all the brow hairs that I was too lazy to tweeze, but that's okay. All right, guys, so I honestly am really digging the way that this looks right now. I think it looks really fun, and it was so easy. Like this has been such a simple, easy look so far, but I do wanna add just a little bit more to it, like just a little bit more glam. So what I'm gonna do is I'm first gonna take a brown eyeliner. This one is from NYX. It's just their retractable eyeliner in the shade brown. And I am going to smudge this along the lash line here. So this doesn't have to be super neat because we're gonna smoke it out in a second with some eyeshadow, but I just wanna bring a little bit of definition to the lash line here. So we're gonna start with this eyeliner and then we're gonna smoke it out with the dark brown in this palette. But doing this with an eyeliner first will just give a little bit of a base for the eyeshadow to grab onto. It'll give it a little bit more depth and intensity. And then the eyeshadow is what will give it the smokiness when we smudge it out. All right, so once we've got that eyeliner laid down, I'm gonna take a flat little brush. This is my favorite brush to do this with at the moment. It is a Luxie 221 flat definer. So I'm gonna go into this dark brown shade right here, which is called Black Beans, which are my beans of choice at Chipotle. So I am going to take this and just wiggle it over top of where we just laid down that eyeliner. And as I'm going along the lash line here, as I'm going over top of that eyeliner, I'm just going to very gently start to smudge it out a little bit. So I definitely would take your time and be delicate here so that it doesn't go like too far too quickly. All right, you guys, that is going to be it for the top lid for the eyes right now. So I'm gonna pop off camera, I'm gonna film a reel, I'm gonna do my other eye, I'm gonna do the rest of my face makeup, and then we will come back, we will finish up the eyes and do some lips, and then we'll do some final thoughts. So with all that being said, I'll be right back. All right, hello everybody, I have returned. I have to say, reels are exhausting. Like filming a reel, getting that little 15 to 30 second video literally takes forever. It takes so much effort. They are exhausting. I think they're so fun, but oh my gosh, I feel like I don't even remember what I was saying when I was filming this video because I feel like it's been so long. Anyway, I'm back. I've got my other eye done. I've got the rest of my face makeup done. So I want to go ahead and finish up the eyes together. We'll do some lips, and then we'll be done. So the rest of this eye look is going to be very, very simple. We're gonna throw some brown eyeliner on the bottom. We're gonna smoke out the lower lash line, and we're gonna throw some lashes on, and that'll be it. So I'm gonna take this brown eyeliner that I was using earlier, and I'm just going to run that in my waterline. All right, and then we're gonna go back into black beans on that same brush we were using before. And we're gonna smudge that along, whoa, my brows are out of control. What else is new? So we're gonna smudge this right along the lower lash line as well. All right, and then back into hot salsa on a small blending brush, and that's going along the lower lash line as well. So I'm just making sure to connect it here in the outer corner with the top lid, and then just blending along the lash line. Okay, so for lashes today, I'm gonna use my Eyelure London Luxe Silk. I really like these guys. They're nice and dramatic without being too much, in my opinion. So I'm gonna get those prepped with lash glue, apply some mascara, and get my lashes on off of camera. I'll be right back. All right, almost done. So lastly, let's move on to lips. So I have this Hot Salsa Make It Hot Lip Plumping Gloss that is also from the e.l.f. and Chipotle collab. So obviously it looks red, but from the videos that I've watched on this, it is pretty sheer, and I've seen people putting it over top of like a nude lip liner. So because of the nature of this eye look, I don't want to do a bright red lip. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a nude lip liner. Oh my gosh, if I can get this open. There we go. I think I'm gonna do a nude lip liner and then just do this on top. So yeah, you can see when you spread it out, it's pretty sheer. So first I'm gonna go in with this lip liner right here. This is the NYX lip liner in the shade Nutmeg. All right, and then to finish it off, I'm gonna go in with this lip gloss. So this says Make It Hot Lip Plumping Gloss, but then on the bottom it says it's also in the shade Hot Salsa. So whatever it's called, it's got a long name. We're just gonna go in with this over top. I don't detect too much of a smell. It's a little tingly and maybe like a little cinnamony, but nothing about it is overpowering, which is nice. All right, so here we are with the finished look. What do we think? Honestly, I had a lot of fun with this palette. I wasn't expecting anything less. Truthfully, I was not interested in this at all when it first dropped. Like, I am somebody that when it comes to food themed makeup, I feel like there's a very fine line between it being like intriguing and it being just kind of weird and gimmicky not interesting at all to me. That's just my personal opinion. So when this first dropped, I was like, seriously, like e.l.f. and Chipotle, that is so unnecessary. Why would I want a burrito themed eyeshadow palette? Like, I love e.l.f., but I just was not about the collab at all. Like, I just thought it was so unnecessary. And then I kept looking at it, and it kept getting like a lot of buzz around it. And then the videos from like the big influencers started coming out. And I watched a couple different, I think I watched Juicy Jazz, Allie Glines, and Kelly Strack. And I was like, I freaking need this palette now. Watching their reviews and seeing people's reactions to it, and then like actually seeing, oh my gosh, wait, like this looks like a good palette. It really grew on me, and I was really, really excited about it by the time I ordered it. So I ordered it on launch day, but by the time I got to it, I could only get the palette and the lip gloss, and they were sold out of the little avocado sponge and the little makeup bag that looked like a brown paper Chipotle bag. So I was a little disappointed about that. I was waiting and waiting and waiting for a restock, and it never happened. So I just decided to go ahead and film with what I had, which is just the palette and the lip gloss. But guys, overall, I love this. I am so excited to play with it more. Obviously, I didn't get to use all the colors in the palette today, but I mean, when it comes down to it, like this is my kind of color scheme. Like regardless of the fact that it's Chipotle, I love like warm earthy tones with greens, with reds, golds. Like these really are my favorite types of colors to do my eyeshadow with. So yeah, this really grew on me. It really, really did. So as far as quality goes, I felt like the palette was beautiful. I felt like the mattes blended out really nicely. The shimmers performed really well. They were nice and pigmented. I really didn't get a lot of fallout at all. I didn't have to clean up too much underneath my eyes after I was done doing my eyeshadow, which is really nice. I felt like it performed really well. And then as far as this lip gloss goes, now that it's been on my lips for a couple minutes, I feel like the tingly sensation is a little bit delayed. You don't feel it when you first put it on. So I can feel the plumping effect now, but it's not overly, it doesn't burn. It's just kind of that minty, tingly, cooling sensation. And then it's like the slightest smell of like Big Red gum, you know, like that cinnamon smell, but it's not overpowering. Like if you weren't looking for it, I don't think you would even realize that it was scented, and I definitely don't smell it while it's on my lips. I can just feel the tingling right now. And this is nice because obviously I'm wearing it over a neutral lip liner right now, but I also think this would be beautiful over a nice bright red lip liner or over a red lipstick. So it's nice to know that this is versatile, and if you get it, you don't have to confine yourself to like a red lip if you want to wear this. So all in all, like I've said a bunch at this point, I had a lot of fun. I really liked it. I don't know if this is still available for purchase at the time that I'm filming this. I did go on the e.l.f. website yesterday and I didn't see it up there. So I don't know. I think if they did a restock of this, it would definitely sell again. And I know I would totally buy, like I would do the restock just for the little avocado sponge because it was so cute. But yeah, so I'm not sure if this is still available, but I had a lot of fun. If you did pick it up, let me know in the comments below. Did you like it? Were you as pleasantly surprised as me and I think everybody else was? Like on the back of this packaging, it says it's the e.l.f. Chipotle collection you didn't know you were waiting for. And I think that's so true. Like none of us knew that we needed this in our lives until it dropped. And I feel like even at the time that I'm filming this, it's probably old news at this point because it's been a couple weeks, but I'm still really excited about it. I thought it was really fun. So anyway, I really love this collection. Let me know your thoughts on this collection in the comments below. And I think that's going to do it for this video. So if you have made it this far and you have not already subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. And you can also hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads from me. I'm really trying to get better and more consistent about posting on here, guys. I really am. You can also follow me on Instagram. I am at devdevgregs over there as well. And with that, I will catch you in my next video. Mwah. Love you. Bye.